Hi guys, Carol here, artist of Only Trees, and what a morning it was already. So, just really quick, it was pouring yucky this morning. Around 10:30, the sun came out, kind of dried everything up pretty quick. I go outside with my cup of coffee, breathing in some of that spring fresh air right after a rain, and I got a bee that flew right to my cup. Scared the out of me. I gotta show you a picture of it. Crazy, right? I mean, I literally was going to take a sip of my coffee, and there, this wasp, bee, whatever you want to call it, landed on my cup, deciding that it was gonna stick around for a while. I put my coffee cup down and, like, okay, guy, sniff it out, enjoy it. So here I am. I hope that you will enjoy this part. This is part 20, and I'm going to be packing up the tree. There'll be a lot of time lapse, but just give you the whole idea of what I do to accomplish that before it gets out to whatever delivery service that I decide to find the best price on for the day. And I'm finding out different things as far as shipping goes too, but that's a whole nother thing. Anyway, let's get this started. I have my paper, I have masking tape, I've got cardboard, so I'm all set. Enjoy. Now, the first thing I had to do was really go find a box that would be big enough for this. And I'm not one to go and buy a large box. There's so much cardboard out there. So, doing a little bit of venturing out, I came across a box that is at the smallest, it's 20 by 30, but at the largest, it can be 26 or 28 by 30. So I brought that box home, I took it apart, flipped it inside out, did my measurements on that particular or on the tree, and then cut my box down to the size that I needed. Then I took cardboard and inserted flat pieces of the sides measurements of the box and also the bottom of the box. So I reinforced the outside box. Then I took an extra measurement and found an inside box that I can use for the tree. So I have two size boxes that I'm going to be using to ship this tree out. I did start a little bit ahead of starting to record and packaging up this box. And what I did was take small pieces of cardboard, because my biggest thing is to protect this base from the wire. Now, it's all secure, so it's not going to move around. But the idea of it is copper, and any kind of vibration or anything, I didn't want to mess the wood up. So I inserted small pieces of cardboard. And the other thing that I do for my customers as they're getting to this tree is write instructions as I pack from the bottom and then slowly move up to the top of the tree. So I write personalized notes and stick them in there. When I package something up, it's not beautiful. It's just practical and common sense. Now here we go with some time lapse. Okay, masking tape, paper, cardboard. More paper, more paper. Lots of paper. See, yeah, a couple more pieces of paper. One more roll of paper. And then let's add some more cardboard. Yes, I'm doing all this to support the trunk system. Oh, don't even look. I used Walmart cardboard for the base, trying to figure out best way to support the base, bubble wrapping it, and then taping everything down. Yep, that's about it. It's more paper, more cardboard. Time out while I refill my tape gun. Okay, guys, you still hanging in there with me? All right, I'll be right back. Tape gun is loaded and ready to go. So this isn't pretty, is it? No, and it takes time. But that's me taking time. When you package something up, every single tree that you pack up is going to be completely different. So there's thought processes to go through, common sense thoughts to go through, what the customer is examining as they're unpacking it. So yeah, this is me. This is how I do it. There's so many ways out there. There's no wrong ways. There's no right ways. This is how I do it. All right, back to time lapse. Okay, building that box, stuffing it, more tape, more paper, lots more paper. Okay, let's add some more paper. Yep, paper. Okay, I am at the point where this side looks really good, but I need to turn it around so you can get an idea of what I'm looking at here. See how I have all of this hanging here? That's going to need support. So I need to build out this side of the box. So I decided I'm going to put a piece of cardboard here, and what I did was score the cardboard, taped it on, and I'm going to place another piece of cardboard here. I've scored this part. Maybe you can see the tape or not, and I'm going to add cardboard out so I can support this part of the tree. All right, back to time lapse. Okay, so I'm building that wall to support those lower branches and taping everything up, securing it, and then of course, yep, here I am. Adding paper. Let's do more paper. Paper now in between the branches. This is where I'm taking tiny pieces of paper and I'm putting them in between the branches and the blooms of the tree. And as I build up, I am extending that surround paper, cardboard support all the way up. How much paper do you think I went through? I don't even know. Stopping that time lapse for a second because there's something else that I wanted to show you. So when I'm packing up a tree, I have to read and understand all of those spaces. And because there are so many branches on this tree, they need to be supported. So I shove paper into every branch, supporting every bloom. But what I wanted to show you was, so on this side, I had to build out because of all those heavy branches that were down in the lower part. Well, now I have this area that is kind of pushed in, not pushed in, but the shape of the tree is completely different. So where I had heavy coverage over on this side, I now have this side that has a lot of space. So that's where you see me rolling up paper and placing it in there to support what this is so I can build up. I hope that makes sense. All right, back to time lapse.
And and finally, we're getting to the very top of the tree, still tucking tiny little pieces of paper in between the branches and the blooms. And wait for it, gotta have fun, you know. And then, after all of that paper, finally, the box that I made for the tree.
Okay. Now, there you go, guys. That crepe myrtle all packed up. It looks like I used a lot of paper, and I did. But
I did use a lot of paper, cardboard, tape. I would rather use those supplies than peanuts and plastic and all of that kind of stuff. Only because when I open a box and I've got to deal with peanuts, it's like, "Ugh." So there I am. You know what, guys? I hope that you really have benefited from watching all of these different parts. It's like, we started way back with that 38-inch wire, 240 strands, to the shower hat made out of paper to put on top of that tree, and then the box afterwards. Thank you guys so much for watching all of these different parts till we got to this point. This is part 20. This is the completion of the build of the crepe myrtle tree.
all right, guys, have an awesome day, and we will talk soon.